the earth wasn't flat. Is that right or wrong?
I was amazed at his capacity to communicate and at the naked honesty with which he expressed his feelings about black people, about white people. He scared me. I'm sure he intended to. But certainly after I saw him and the hate that hate produced, I knew that I would never forget this man.
When I first saw Malcolm on the television, he scared me also. Immediately the family said, turn off that television. That man is saying stuff you ain't supposed to hear. So of course we did. But always, you know, when the sun comes in the window and you kind of jump up to get it, to close the blinds or pull down the shade, but before you do that, the sun comes in. Well, before each time we turned the television off, a little sun came in.
While the documentary helped bring in new converts, the racial views of the Nation of Islam shocked white America and many in the black community.
Preaching of racial hatred and racial advantage and the bigotry involved is a bad thing, whether it's colored or white. Now, for years, the NAACP has been opposed to white extremists preaching hatred of Negro people, and we are equally opposed to Negro extremists preaching against white people simply for the sake of whiteness.
Most in the civil rights movement believed that integration was the way to solve America's racial problems. But Malcolm preached that black people were able to solve their own problems without the help of whites. At a time when black Americans began identifying with freedom movements in Africa and Latin America, Malcolm developed alliances with revolutionary leaders from around the world. He encouraged black Americans to see themselves not as a minority, but as a part of a world majority.
The rise of African nations, concurrent with the spread of the Nation of Islam and the civil rights movement, gave black America a burst of pride over and above anything they had had since the decline of the movement of Marcus Garvey.
Wipe away our tears. That's the benefit of our unity.
Talking about politics coming from the view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics. We'll be going to a deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbi Jones.
I'm Tony, the #1 soul brother. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics. Friday night, #FAFO Friday night.
Best believe it.
Hit that like button, that subscribe button. Keep your feet up. Might learn you something.
If you're new here, you don't know what to expect. But if you've been here before, you know what's going on here. We chasing magas and coons. Magas and coons. Let's not forget about those motherfucking white ladies and those Puerto Ricans too. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to everybody that takes the time out to listen to two hood motherfuckers talk about politics. Two different entities. You know what I'm saying? Two things that don't go together. You know? Appreciate everybody taking time out. Like, subscribe. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. We're just trying to grow this motherfucking platform. And I appreciate everybody to help us grow this thing. And everybody that been with us since the beginning. We fuck with y'all. You know that. You know what I'm saying? The hoodies for sure. You know? What's going on with your player?
Shit.
What's going on?
And more of it.
God damn. What's going on? Ah.
Oh. Damn. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, ain't shit going on. Nice weather. Get out and enjoy that while you can. Because it's going to rain this goddamn weekend. So if you ain't enjoy it, I feel for you. It's been a nice week.
That's for goddamn sure.
Weather-wise, that is.
For now, it was to talk strictly politics. Then we gotta discuss a lot of things that's happening lately. You know what I'm saying? From motherfuckers trying to impeach motherfuckers to motherfuckers trying to take Americans out of not impeach Americans, but just send them some fucking way they don't know where the fuck they at. That's the life we in right now in America. You know what I'm saying? That
was the life you was living. That was the life you chose when you was told what this asshole was going to do. But since you don't care or didn't care at the time, or you thought it was funny, have fun. That's the way I see it.
So now we got a lot of things going on. First, one thing we're going to tackle first is, first of all, everybody know that I love the black ladies. You know what I'm saying? This podcast motherfucker worships the black lady, especially when they accomplish things. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I talk about the black ladies, we talking about Kamala Harris ran for president against the orange demon fuck Donald jackass Trump. That's the lady we're going to talk about right now, real quickly. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now, me and my man been on this podcast. We've been grinding. We motherfucking 500 podcasts, 3rd year anniversary. Show me a podcast that grind more than that, and then we'll say okay. You know what I'm saying? But until then, we are the grinders of podcasting, motherfucker. You know? And I guarantee you're not going to show me anybody that do 500 podcasts in almost less than 3 years. It's not going to happen. So therefore, the grind is here. We hustlers, nigga, coming to this podcast shit. Now, I had a problem with Kamala Harris, right? I needed her to be out more, get out there, even though she was doing speeches, but the speeches wasn't geared towards the orange fuck. It was more towards, hey, whatever the people give me awards, I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to see no more of that. Okay? I was tired of it. I need to see her engage with the orange fuck. Period. Non-stop. Now, my man here, you know what I'm saying? He said, nah, give her time. Now, one thing about that I'll agree with is her sitting back looking at everything will give her a better motherfucking precise motherfucking where she want to go as to looking at everything unfold and then getting your research and then coming out. I can understand that. But before that, she should have been out here making speeches. But okay. Monday, everybody know her countdown was today. I'm going to blast that ass. Even though this podcast contributed to your motherfucker presidential campaign, and we was all in from the beginning. But I had a problem with you taking so long with this orange fuck doing disastrous shit, and you wasn't saying anything, baby. Now, if anybody out there, I don't know, you might not. but I don't know if you listened to her recent speech. My man, first I'm gonna go over a few little clips of it, but I want to get your first impressions of her speech that you heard and what you think.
She ain't say nothing I didn't expect her to say. I expect her to come out, trash Trump or blast Trump, and when she did, what she was supposed to. I still don't know what to expect from her, because I think it's just that this speech just happened to coincide with the 100 days. So I want to see what she do afterwards. If she continue to do it, or was this a one-time thing and I see y'all when I see y'all? That's what I'm looking for right now.
Okay. And that's what my thing is.
Everyone. Hi. Oh, it's good to be home. Thank you. Oh, hi, I'm Andrea. Hi, everyone. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. And Dougie's here too. Oh, please have a seat. Please have a seat. Oh, it's wonderful to be home.
All right. Two things, right? First, it's good to see her back and feeling good and just really engaging, right? Because before it was more of a I accept your award type of, you know what I'm saying? Type of speeches, right? Two things about this speech that's different, right? To me. And this is something I'm a biggest fan. I contribute to a campaign. I want her to run for president now. Don't even wait, right? But you gotta listen to these motherfucking politicians when they talk, because when they talk, this shit is written down. It's so much involved in one or two sentences when you have to literally listen to what they're saying. And as she was going on in the speech, one thing that's different from the speeches she was having before is it was more of a direct. It was more direct to Donald Trump. It was more direct to the national feeling of everything, which is different from her when she accepted the war and say people just keep fighting, and you know what I'm saying? It's just different.
Inauguration, and I'll leave it to others to give a full accounting of what has happened so far. But I will say this. Instead of an administration working to advance America's highest ideals, we are witnessing the wholesale abandonment of those ideals. And what we are also seeing in these last 14 weeks is Americans using their voice and showing their courage. We all know President Trump and his administration and their allies are counting on the notion that fear can be contagious. They are counting on the notion that if they make some people afraid, it will have a chilling effect on others. But what they're overlooking, what they have overlooked, is that fear is not the only thing that's contagious. Courage is contagious. The courage of Americans who are banding together in the face of the greatest man-made economic crisis in modern presidential history. Americans across the political spectrum who are declaring that the president's reckless tariffs hurt workers and families by raising the cost of everyday essentials, devastate the retirement accounts that people spent a lifetime paying into, and paralyze American businesses, large and small, forcing them to lay off people, to stop hiring or pause investment decisions. The courage of Americans we are seeing who are rallying at Social Security offices to protect their hard-earned benefits, of Americans who are speaking out to say, it is not okay to violate court orders. Not okay. Saying it is not okay to detain and disappear American citizens or anyone without due process.
Now, let's talk about that for a minute. Now, when she say to detain or disappear, it's a good word to use. And all Democrats should use this word, disappear. When all Democrats and all in Congress and Senate should all use the word, you disappearing people. Just like she just said. This is the thing I always wanted her to do because, like I always said, she had the 77 plus million motherfuckers voted for her. So she have a core of people that believe in her. And if she lay down the gauntlet and put out specific words and specific things for people to follow, she can lead the party into the right direction. Like just now, when she used words like that, that's different. When she say, what she say, pull people out, what she call that? Un-American or pull people out or disappear people. Yeah. That is a good word to use. Same thing on the Republican side when they use these words. Disappear motherfuckers is good. So every motherfucking Democrat, Senate, Congress should be saying disappearing people. Period. Right here. That's why I wanted her to constantly come out and make a speech. She made speeches, it was more for people who were giving her awards. This here felt more to me like I'm running for president. Now I'm gonna ask you, what do you think she about to do here? And what feeling you got off this speech?
The feeling I got off the speech is she said nothing new. She ain't saying nothing she ain't said during her campaign. She ain't saying nothing that ain't been said out of the after the campaign. It was basically another "I told you so" speech, which she has the right to do. Just, I told y'all this is gonna happen. I told you so. We told you this, we told you that, we told you this. I told y'all exactly what was gonna happen and exactly what happened. But as far as what she gonna do in the future, it ain't no telling. It's still talk about her running for governor.
No.
That's coming from her camp. So it's still out there. If she's going to run or not, or maybe it's just to keep her name out there. I don't know the reason, but they still talk about her running for California governor. And this speech is to put her, well, not put her out there, but to keep her out there. Okay. Now, is she going to run for president? I still think she got time before she make up her mind. Brashear, now he's talking about running in the last couple of days. We know Shapiro is more likely than not going to run. Gavin Newsom, he's going to throw his hat in the ring. And whoever else is out there. So everybody that got aspirations in 2028, including dumbass Stephen A., going to put their hat in the ring. So it's not advancing nothing. It's keeping her name alive. It's showing that she still got some stroke, but until she wants to come out and take control or take the party by the reins herself, or try to say, be like, look, I got 75 million. Wasn't enough, but I'm quite sure enough of y'all motherfuckers that seen what I done seen, and if she thinks she's the best chance of winning, we'll see. But as we beginning to find out, the big motherfuckers in the party didn't want her then, don't want her now. So they not, nobody's clamoring to hear her. So she got time to come out when she want to come out, because ain't nobody saying it ain't no big thing. We're coming. It ain't none of that. It's let her do her thing. Let her decompress, get her mind right, and if she running for governor in 2026, we'll see. If she gonna run for president again in 2028, we'll see. Right now, shit, keep your name out there.
Self-serving vision of America, where they punish truth tellers, favor loyalists, cash in on their power, and leave everyone to fend for themselves, all while abandoning allies and retreating from the world. And folks, what we are experiencing right now is exactly what they envisioned for America. Right now, we are living in their vision for America.
You got that part right.
But this is not a vision that Americans want. We are living in a moment when the checks and balances upon which we have historically relied have begun to buckle. And we here know that when the checks and balances ultimately collapse, if Congress fails to do its part, or if the courts fail to do their part, or if both do their part, but the president defies them anyway, well, friends, that is called a constitutional crisis. And that is a crisis that will eventually impact everyone. Because it would mean that the rules that protect our fundamental rights and freedoms, that ensure each of us has a say about how our government works, will no longer matter. And if that happens, the one check, the one balance, the one power that must not fail is the voice of the people.
Now, to me, when you break this joint down, the way she talking is, first, it is really no running for no governor, no shit. This is, she running for president. I done made it, it's clear to me now that she is running for president. When she announced it, it's different. Then I feel like now before, I was trying to figure out what the fuck she was doing. But when you listen to a speech, speeches have words in it for a reason. They put, not Trump, but most politicians, it's words there for a reason. And most of her words are directed towards Donald Trump, administration, nothing to do with LA, nothing to do with California. And she was in California getting this award. She didn't address anything that had anything to do with California. Everything was addressed nationally. which gave the signal that she is running for president. Period. Now, when she was in this motherfucking joint, what she just did, this speech, she wanted to make two things clear. One, of course, what he just said is, I told y'all so, without really saying it. But two, it's something I always wanted her to do is go along with the administration and say what I said compared to what he doing. She just did that. When she said he doing X, Y, Z, and folks, that is a crisis, a constitutional crisis. So when you go back and listen to her in the campaign, when she's saying constitutional crisis and he gonna blow the government up, where the economy gonna be fucked. Those two things go together. And when she say that, it connects them both. You see what I'm saying? It connects everything when she say that. That's how I know she run for president. I don't know. What vibes you got off her when she was talking? You already said you don't know what she thinks. You don't know what she thinks she's doing.
I don't think she made up her mind. I don't think
we passed that. I know we are.
I don't think she really made up her mind as of now, because I think for one, she's going to sit back and she's going to see she has the option. She can sit back and see how the field plays out. She can see who getting in, who has a chance, who the top people in the party going to back, and who are the money people going to back. And you're gonna know when she's getting ready to run for president. And when she gets out here and start raising money. When she start having $100,000 a plate dinners, and she has more and more speeches lined up.
No. Before that,
she's gearing up to run.
Okay, before that,
getting the money together, you gonna know she get that's what you're gonna know.
Okay, before that, it's signals that you gotta watch the tea leaves, bro. If she's running for governor of Los Angeles, that'll be already in the bag. That'll be known by now, because it's time to run for that.
Not necessary.
Way before presidency. So she would have met that known by now. That'll be something she'll be talking about. Oh, LA such and such. We need to change such and such in California. She ain't do none of that in this speech. It was all national problems and national shit either she talked about or this bitch ass nigga fucked up. If she was running for governor, she would link all that to some shit in California. And whatever. Hold on.
This is how you want to know.
Hold on. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm telling you how you're going to know. You already know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She just said it. If she was motherfucking run for governor, this speech would have been laced with California problems. She didn't have one California problem in it, one California leader in it. Nothing that's going on in California was in the speech. Period. And she labeled this as a huge speech. If she was running for governor, it would have been laced with California problems.
That's not necessary.
She didn't even bring up California at all.
Now, all that speech is doing, and it was geared to do, is to show the people and show the world, I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere. And what I told y'all was correct. That's just all she did. She basically showed us, say, look, I ain't going nowhere. I'm still here till I make up my mind what I'm going to do.
Nah.
And
I don't think you listened to the speech.
I listened to the whole speech. I watched it live.
What did you listen to then?
I just listened to her.
What makes you think governor of California is in this thing anyway?
I didn't say governor of California was in here. I said, you got to listen to me now. I said, after the speech, there is more talk of her maybe running for governor next year.
Okay, so where you get that from in the speech?
I didn't say I got it from the speech.
Where you get it from?
I got it from articles about her.
All right, so we just heard her talk.
After the
I want to know how you feel about what she just said. Fuck what they talking about.
She basically came out and said, "Here I am. I'm here. What did I tell y'all? Told y'all. What did I tell y'all? She trashed him.
Did she discuss California?
It ain't got nothing to do with
Did she discuss California?
No, she didn't.
Did she discuss anything happening in California?
She didn't say nothing about California.
So what will make you think she run for governor of California?
They've been talking about her running for governor.
This speech. Nothing about people talking in the articles or none of that. Man, you listen to the speech. I listen to the speech.
Hold up. I let you go.
Listen to what she's saying. Forget all that other stuff.
Listen, it's not about what she has done. All her options are on the table. If she feels like she wants, if she feels like the speech was nothing but a speech about Trump and the shit Trump doing and the shit she told you about
was
Trump.
California in it?
That wasn't even really what the fucking speech was intended.
It was in California.
I don't care where it was at, but that doesn't mean
Bro,
in the
think
back
about
of
that
her
for a minute.
mind.
Think about that for a minute.
Look,
if you run for the governor of California, the biggest
to be.
speech in your life is in California, and you don't bring them up at all.
You have if she's going to run for California governor,
she would have said that.
If she makes up her mind that she is going to get in that race, you know when. That's when you see her traveling all over California, doing speeches and fundraisers. You know,
bro.
If that's the way she's going.
No, we're going off this speech.
If you're going about this speech, you don't. She's not even running for. You don't even know if she's running for president off of this speech.
Are you serious?
You don't know how.
But in the face of crisis,
listen to her.
Listen to her.
Don't
you say?
Just listen.
Don't scatter.
She basically came out.
She on there.
Instinct.
I told you so.
Has
That's all
to
she
be
did. She didn't.
To immediately
She didn't put her hat in the ring.
find and connect with each other, and to know that the circle will be strong.
What that mean right there? Hold on. Play it again. What do it mean? She didn't really say much.
She talking about a video that's on the internet where once an earthquake hit in a motherfucking China somewhere, all the elephants gathered together. Think about that. All the elephants gathered together around the smaller people, the vulnerable. That's what this speech is about. See, you ain't paying attention to it.
How you gonna tell me I ain't paying
Hold on.
No, because you didn't win. You didn't win a lot. Hold on. You're telling me nobody listen. You're hearing out of the speech what you want to hear. No. And what you're hearing.
It's what she's saying.
Hold on.
You gotta pay attention.
That's the problem. You always talk about nobody paying attention, bro. You're hearing what you want to hear. What? And other people are hearing other things. I'm not hearing no presidential run out of this speech.
When did she talk about California? Can you point that out?
She said nothing about California. All I said, hold on, wait a minute.
See, you
get wait a minute. You sit here and you went on for 10 minutes.
It's me and you.
Listen.
Why you get worked up?
Because you sit here, you trying to make it seem what it is. All I said was, and this is all I said, after the speech, you asked me what I thought of the speech. This is what you asked me. You asked me what I thought of the speech. I thought she came out. No, you said what you had to say.
We passed the speech.
You asked me what did I think. Listen to. Come on, bro. You doing this shit again? Why you listen? I let you talk. All I'm saying is this: you asked me what did I think of the speech. I think it was a speech that she came out. And she made her positions known. She made her positions renowned. She let motherfuckers know. I told you so. Y'all ain't want to listen. Y'all told me. I told y'all so. She didn't throw her hat in the ring. All I'm saying is afterwards, after the speech, there was more talk. There was some talk. I ain't gonna say more talk than usual, but it was still talk. Well, she might run for governor in 2026.
Where?
Who knows?
Where in the speech that somebody got that out of?
Where? Look,
We don't know.
It might came out of her camp. It might have been a leak. I don't know. All I'm telling you.
I'm talking about the words coming out of the black lady mouth.
I didn't say
all that other stuff.
Out.
We are listening to her speech. That other stuff is unnecessary.
Wait a minute.
What's coming out of her mouth?
Well, if you talk about what coming out of her mouth, where did she say I'm running in 2028?
Give me the part when she talk about California.
Give me the part when she said, I didn't say she said nothing about California.
She never did, right?
You going on?
Yes or no?
Wait a minute.
What?
A minute. You are going.
Did she talk about California?
Wait a minute. You
yes
are
or no?
going on something. I told you 1,000 times. She didn't mention California once.
Okay. There was build up as a major. Hold on.
Hold on.
There was build up as a major speech. Her first.
You didn't even know about the speech. How are you talking about it as a fucking major speech?
I
told you
Forget that. This was build up as her biggest speech since she motherfucking lost. Hold on.
That's what it was. Camera speech.
There was a huge speech. This is her biggest speech, right? Yes or no?
Yes. This is the
speech
she made.
This was the first one that they put up to make her major speech. And you telling me she don't mention California at all, but she running for governor?
That doesn't mean she's not got in her mind that she might run for governor.
What?
That's the whole thing. We don't know. She might shock the world and say, I don't want to go back to. I don't.
You know how many issues LA got? California got?
I'm not going on.
Let's start with the wildfires.
Hold up, brother. Let me finish.
Why you get worked up like this, bro?
I let you go. Let me finish. Because you keep interrupting me. Oh my God. All I'm saying is this. All she did was come up. All her options are on the table. What option she going to take? That's on her. No. If she decides that, okay, 2028, I'm running again. I'm going to get that seat.
Get that.
Wait a minute, bro.
Oh my God.
You asked me what I thought. I'm telling you what I think.
We passed that.
Brother, will you let me finish?
Oh my God.
Bruh, you want to say what you want to say.
We passed that part.
You asked me what I thought.
No,
wait a minute. I told you what I thought. I'm just saying there's still talk of her maybe running for governor.
Okay.
Listen.
All I'm telling you
did not come out. She didn't say nothing about
you get that from articles or something.
She didn't say. Well, okay.
So what I'm telling you is,
get your information from?
Me and you are going off this speech.
Will you let me finish?
Coming out of her mouth.
Will you let me finish?
What?
I said she didn't mention nothing about Cali. She didn't really mention nothing about running for president in 2028.
She talking about the president.
What she did was what everybody expected her and knew she was going to do. She was going to get in Trump's ass. She didn't make a decision one way or the other. All I'm saying is this.
I don't think right
now, all her options are on the table.
Oh
Which options she's going to take, we won't know until she take them.
Right.
Do I think she's going to run for president? I think it's a good damn chance she's going to run again.
Are you done?
Is it a chance she may run for California governor? If she decides that she don't want to get back into the federal government, she might do that.
All right.
You don't know.
All right, so now, are you done?
God.
Her speech just eliminated California governor because she didn't bring the shit up. The bitch labeled this as a biggest speech since she fucking ran. MSNBC, CNN, Fox labeled this as the biggest speech since motherfucker she lost. So you think she gonna go into this speech if she running for governor not to talk about California at the fucking all?
I don't know.
Hold on, bro. You just went. You just went.
I don't know. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
That's beside the point. So you think she gonna have a speech, the biggest speech since she left office, since she lost to Donald Trump, the biggest one on all stations. She gonna come out and not talk about what she want to run for, governor, and not bring up nothing from that state in the biggest speech since she left office. Come the fuck on. When the whole speech was about national motherfucking shit. Okay. She stayed. Hold on, bro. Go ahead. What you want, brother? Come on, man. It's obviously not listening to because you just cut me off.
It's obvious every time somebody don't agree with you, they're not listening. Brother, you got to learn to agree too. The speech wasn't. It was a short ass speech at that. The speech wasn't no more than about 10 minutes.
Never brought up California.
So I'm not. Look, all I'm saying is this: the woman came out. She said what she had to say. Everybody know that her first major speech is going to be, in every major speech is going to be about Donald Trump until she declared whether she's.
See, this is where you make a mistake at.
How am I making a mistake?
You're not listening to what's coming out of her mouth. When you watch,
I'm listening to what come out of her mouth and nothing about running for president, as you said. Are you paying attention? Where did she say she's running for president? Where did she say, Kamala D. Harris, I am putting my name in the ring. I am filing paperwork to motherfucker run in 2028. Where did she say that? You tell me where did she say that? Where did she say that?
Let me know when you finish.
Where did she say? Answer my question. Where did she say that at?
All right, now, if the whole speech is about national shit that's on the national stage, she never brings up California at all. And she in California, only thing she said about California was, I'm happy to be home. Okay. That's it. Okay. Everything else, hold on, why you cutting me off now? I just let you go.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying that's what.
But bro, it's time for me to talk.
When can I talk?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro. Come on. All I'm saying is this. She ain't made no decision one way or another.
You just said that. You just said that. It's my turn.
For nothing.
You just said
you don't know.
It's my turn.
Go ahead.
All right. Now, I'm telling you, she made her decision. I'm giving you the reasons, but you cuss me off and give you the same shit you've been saying. Why?
Because you say the same shit. She ain't made no decision. Where did she say she made a decision? That's what I'm asking you. When did she say she made a decision?
Whenever I can get to talk.
Where can you put up and say? Can you Google and they say it's?
I'm talking about this speech. When you watch MSNBC, Fox, and CNN, what are they doing? Dissecting people's speeches and saying what the fuck they think they about to do next. You ain't doing that. You're not talking about the speech. You asked me what I thought of the speech. I dissected it. I don't know what stop. Can I at least talk? You don't see how you injected without me even getting my shit out? Right, you don't see that?
I let you go. You said the same thing over and over again. Go ahead.
So I'm guessing I can speak now.
Go ahead, man.
First of all, if she have a speech that's built up as her biggest speech since she lost to Donald the fuck Trump, if she running for fucking governor, she will at least bring that the fuck up. Something in California that's fuck the wildfires at least. Can we start with something at least a little bit? So if you're paying attention to the fucking speech itself, she never brings up California. All her problems is national, which tells you she running for president. That's my point. She don't have to say the words yet. She can't say she running for president yet. So why would you say that? We're going off the speech, and what would you feel from it? If she don't bring up California, hold on.
That's what you
hold on. If she don't bring up California, why you bringing up California?
Because that's in her. That is out there. It's out there. That
did you listen to the speech? You talking about something different?
I listened to the speech. I'm sitting here. Okay. Do you believe what CBS
Are
News
you talking
has
about
to say?
CBS News?
Do you believe what CBS News has to say?
Who else?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you a question now.
No.
You keep going on. Wait a minute.
No.
You done went on and went on and went on. Okay, you don't believe that?
I'm talking about speech.
Okay.
Her words.
Okay.
You won't go articles and news articles. No. What did she just say?
Mr. Trump economic agenda. His terms, as I predicted, are clearly inviting a recession. She said, "Boom, boom, boom, boom." I told you so.
God.
And I told you so moment, which I said,
"Oh
boom,
my
boom,
God.
boom." All I'm saying is this, bro.
Give me the part.
What she's going to do?
She running for governor.
You going on what? On that one thing? It's on a table.
Keep bringing California back in. Why?
Wait a minute. I'm asking you a question. You want to consider and act like somebody making shit up?
You bringing California in? Why? You tell me.
Is Kamala Harris? Yes or no question? Is Kamala Harris running, maybe entering the gubernatorial race, the governor's race in the state of California? Is that or is that not on the table?
I'm telling you no. I'm asking you.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
And I'm asking you, what the fuck making you think that?
And
you're going to bring up some shit that didn't come out of her mouth.
The word is before.
Go ahead.
The word, and it's been coming from people.
There is. I'm blowing off this speech out of her mouth, and you bringing up people on the sideline.
Be considering. She may be considering.
But listen to what you're saying.
For as much as you say, she didn't say she wasn't running for California governor, and she didn't say she was, and she didn't say she wasn't. All I'm saying, that is an option that she has. It's an option that she has.
The fact that you bring the option up means what?
Whether you like it or
did you listen to the speech?
That is an option that was on the table. And I told
you. So you have no speech?
She did not mention nothing about motherfucking running for governor, just like she didn't mention nothing about running for president.
What she did? All right, are you done? When are you done?
Trump.
That's all right, cool.
We knew what this. Who
is the president?
What do you mean? He's the president.
She went on all topics from immigration,
everything.
Exactly. Did anything had to do with fucking California?
The speech was
no, bruh.
The speech was that does not.
Hold on,
mean,
you just went. It's my turn, right?
That's hold up. If she didn't say this, that does not mean it's not in the back of her mind. And that is a
that's your assumption. That's your assumption. Then.
What you making as an assumption?
We going off the words out of her mouth. She talked about national issues. She never talked about California. So your assumption is she might run for governor.
It was a 10.
She didn't say that.
Wait a minute. It was a 10, maybe 15-minute speech at the most.
So don't bring in California at all. And you in California.
You don't want to hear it, brother. If you don't want to hear it, it's what's out there. She might not run. She might decide that I don't want to run for president. I want to continue my career as a governor. You don't know.
Help me understand. What are you talking about right now?
First. What are you talking about?
Help me understand. Hold on.
If
you stop over talking me, you can understand.
Come on, bro.
First,
I understand this.
Stop.
She didn't say nothing about president. She didn't say nothing
for no
about
fucking
governor.
reason.
What the motherfucking governor or president is still on the table.
Okay, and I'm telling you,
the only point.
There's no reason for you to keep saying governor. Why you keep saying governor then?
Because she didn't say she wasn't running. Until you can't shut that down. The only
give me the reason why you keep talking about governor.
Because it is on the table.
Did she bring anything up about California governorship?
It doesn't matter.
Did she bring anything up nationally where she can run for president? Hold on, don't over-talk me. Are you done?
No, because you answer the question and you don't want the answers, bro. You keep doing that shit. When you don't like the answers, you're gonna make somebody come over to your point, bro. If you think that she eliminated, if she eliminated being a governor in that speech, more power to you. That may be the case. All I'm saying is right now, from my point of view, that's one of the things she has on the table. She might not do it. I don't think she is going to do it. At the end of the day, I think it's an option, but I think it's also she is going to end up running. That's what I believe.
Can I talk now?
But you going off on some shit that's irrelevant. Because somebody going to run.
First of all, if she's running for president or governor, she have to say something about the issues in that problem. So if she builds up, she had millions of speeches before. We all covered them where this podcast did. And my problem with her was she was not talking directly to this bitch ass nigga. Do everybody remember that? Anybody watching now can reflect on me having a problem with her, having all these speeches on these and not addressing the fucking issues.
Yeah, you say that.
All right. So now, when she come on now and actually have a speech that addresses the issues that are nationally the problem, that's built up as her biggest speech since she left office. If she was running for governor, she would have let governors and people in California know in this speech that she running for governor by saying, maybe the wildfires. I got some Hey, what about Trump did such and such in California? I'm gonna take care of that. I want to fight for that. She would have thrown that in there. That's my point. For you to keep going. Why can't I finish? Let me finish, bro.
Whoa.
Why will you stop me and then interject? I'm not finished.
If that's your point, you may be correct. You may be correct.
Why do you keep stopping me, though?
Because I'm not going to sit here and listen to you for 10 minutes and forget
what
the fuck I got to say.
Write it down. You got paper and pencil, bro. Let me talk. Why you let me talk?
Man. Keep telling you that shit.
I just think this right now, this is a mental thing.
Go for 10 minutes, brother.
Nothing in this conversation warrant him slamming something, bro.
Shit. I'm trying to let you go for 10 minutes. You don't want to hear shit edgewise.
I want you to stop thinking for a minute.
You never want to hear word edgewise, brother.
I want you to stop thinking for a minute.
Nobody said nothing about if she made up her mind. You act like she made up her mind. She ain't made
First of all, I don't see why you worked up.
Bro, you worked
Second,
up because you don't
want me to even
I let you go. I sit there and let you go for the first 10 minutes. I ain't say shit. You ask me a motherfucking question.
I don't even know what to say no more, bro.
You ask a question. Nah, this is what you do. You ask a question. You don't get the answer to the question you want. You say, what do you think? I tell you what I think. Well, she didn't say this, she didn't say that. All I'm saying is she has options on the table.
I'm really confused on why
she has options on the table.
You
and
get
she going
worked up like this, bro.
Because, man, you don't even realize
you literally slammed the mic.
Come on, bro.
Like, who the God's green earth slams the mic?
It's my mic. I slam it.
What are you worked up about?
Cause, man, you do this shit all the time, bro.
You don't.
Sometimes
stop
you
and think for a minute. Stop and think for a minute.
You have to look.
I want you to stop and look at yourself for 1 minute.
You have to. Sometimes you have to listen. No,
like
because you
now
are
I
not. Your point is not the only point. It's different points of views. You don't want to hear another point of view, bro.
I don't even know what to do. No. This podcast, I was quiet. I stayed back. I let him talk.
No, you don't.
I didn't get riled up with him.
No,
I tried my best to not do this.
That's the point that you're doing now. It's not all about you. It's other points of view other than yours. You don't have the other point of view, only point of view. Your point of view is not always right.
I don't even know what to,
just like my point of view is not always right. Bruh, she didn't say she was doing nothing one way or the other. And I agree with you on that.
Why we can't talk through it without you slamming the mic?
Wait. Because you don't want to talk.
Do you know you podcasted on the internet?
I don't give a fuck about where we podcasting at, bro.
So if me and you want to talk,
if you want to have a conversation,
like now,
we can have a conversation.
You literally talk for
you don't want to have a conversation.
I ain't get to say nothing yet.
You want yours to be the only point that matters. The only point of this whole situation and the whole fucking thing that she said, you're reading into a whole bunch of other shit. If you want to read into that and that's what you feel she's going to do, I don't have a problem with that. That's your point of view. But she's never said nothing one way or the other. The word is, and this comes from people close to her, yes, she is considering. She didn't deny it. When asked about it, was she considering running for governor, she never denied it. And matter of fact, she might have on a time or two said, yeah, it's in my brain. Okay, that's no problem. I agree with you. I think she's gonna end up running for president. She thinks she can get it, make history, be the first woman, and get this shit back in order. I think if she got a chance and she got the backing and she got the bread, she's running for president. But she hasn't eliminated anything. Because what if she feel as though I don't want to be the one to have to clean this mess up? That's gonna come from a lot of people that want to get in this race. You got a real live stinking mess to clean up. Maybe she like, man, I told him, motherfucker, this was going to happen. I don't want to get back in there and have to deal with this shit. If she don't want to do that, she's not going to run. Maybe she can say, I can do more if I run for my governorship of my home state. We don't know. She didn't eliminate not one thing, one way or the other. All of my point is all of her shit is on the table. You want to make it seem like, nah, that ain't what she said, because she didn't say this, she didn't say that. That wasn't the time or place. We're not even to the primary season yet. You know when you're going to know? When primary season roll around. If she running all over California, she's running for governor. If not, she buying her time. Look out 2028. But you can't sit there and say she said this, but she didn't say that, but she didn't bring this up. That wasn't the time or the place. The fuck is she gonna do? Shit. That's all I'm saying out there, people. She got options. I don't know what her options are. Wish I knew. But she got options. If she decides that she don't want to get back into politics on the presidential level and she'd rather stay on the state level, she keeping that option out there. Maybe she already decided I'm not going to run for governor. That don't mean she gonna tell the motherfucker, keep that on the table. Let them think this, let them think that, let them think a third. While she's sitting in the background doing her thing. Come on. That's the whole thing. She's the woman got options. She got ways to do shit. She don't have to tell nobody shit. Shit. She ain't even have to do that. Because for one, nobody listened to her.
All right. It's a lot. It's a lot. First of all, you are live on the internet.
I don't give a fuck.
Hold on, bruh. You just went, right?
Shit.
You live on Twitch. You live on YouTube. You live on Facebook. Live. And if you cannot have a conversation and a debate with your podcast partner without throwing a mic, knocking out the cameras, why would you expect somebody coming on this podcast, you can engage with them if you can't engage with me first?
Don't do that.
First, that's the first problem.
Don't do that.
Like everything is turning throwing mics and knocking over cameras. Every conversation. So if we bring a mag on in right now,
nigga, the mag is on.
how would that even?
You. What you talking about?
What was you throw? What was you throw then? You see what I'm saying? Like this me.
Look, man, don't
That's
sit there and
first.
act like you
Hold on.
fucking-
Why can I never?
Don't sit there and act like you all high.
I can never talk. I literally let him talk. Anybody watching right now, I walked away, I stepped away, I let him talk. I never even threw anything on the side end. I let him talk.
Come on, bro.
He won't even let me talk
Go ahead, talk, man.
at all.
Damn, there you go.
We sit here and go over conversations, bro.
Look, don't do that.
Here we go again.
Bullshit. If you got something to say about the subject, say something about
Oh,
the subject.
my
Let's talk about the
God.
subject. Because you're the one that don't want to listen. You're the one that don't want to listen, bro. You want to read in the shit? Oh, she didn't say. Come on, bro. That shit wasn't even all that serious.
So why would you make it like that?
Because you don't never want to listen, bro.
What I gotta listen to? What are you talking about?
That's the problem. What I gotta listen to. You don't want to listen.
Bro, we hear podcasting politics. When they have a speech, we break the speech down.
Okay, that's what we was doing. But you
So
don't
why would you? Hold on. When do I talk though?
Because you know why? Because if we're gonna break the speech down, break the speech down. If somebody coming from a different point of view, when a motherfucker don't come from a point of view that you want a motherfucker to come from, you don't like it.
When? That was you.
You do it all the time. Oh man, she didn't this.
Like right now, everything we going through now is you.
Look, first of all,
I didn't disagree with anything.
Yes,
I'm
you
trying
did.
to walk through shit.
Yes, you did.
What I disagree with?
You went on and on about. She said something about California. It wasn't even about no California. You going
What they got to do with you though?
California.
I'm telling you, she had a speech about national issues. She never talked about California. Why would you get mad?
Maybe that wasn't the time or the place.
See what?
That
When
shit
can
felt-
I have a conversation with you? A debate
When you want to have a
without
conversation,
throwing mics and all this stuff.
man.
How can we talk?
Fuck the motherfucking mic. Fuck the motherfucking computer.
Like, this wasn't even a conversation.
Motherfucking street.
Like we
Bruh,
supposed to
you
throw a
gonna
mic
listen,
at.
You gonna listen? You want to go?
I'm really confused, bro.
Be confused, man.
This is a podcast.
I don't give a fuck.
So when do we engage?
We always engaging.
You gonna throw a
I'm
mic?
trying to engage.
You gonna throw a mic
Yep.
and run out though?
I'm running out.
So who can you engage with?
Look,
If I'm your man though, if you gonna throw a mic,
feelings about that.
how can we engage with somebody else?
Look,
If you sensitive
we
with
don't
me,
engage with nobody else because nobody comes on because you always cussing them out.
if
So what the
you
fuck talking
insistent
about?
with me though, You really sensitive. If anybody watches this podcast, see that you real sensitive with me.
Nah,
you
I'm
get like this for no reason. What if we bring somebody else on here?
All right, bro. It's
Would you be able to talk to them?
Yep.
How? You can't talk to me.
You can't even talk to nobody on here. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm talking me and you.
No, that ain't no me and you. If you want to motherfucker, no. Since you want to go there, since you want to go there,
are you with me though?
You know what?
Like, you just had one of these George
podcasts
on here
because you want to make it about you. It's always you trying to make it about you, bro. And make it about your opinion. Like your opinion the only one count. Like you're the only one that know the fuck you talking about.
All right, let's talk about that.
Different. It's different motherfucking
Where do you get that from?
Just you do it all the time.
Where do you get that from?
Yeah, what I got from this thing, man, did she do this? Did she do that? No, she didn't say a lot of things in the speech. It's a lot of things she did not say in the speech.
Okay.
A lot of things she did say in the speech. Okay. But you going on, yeah, she definitely running. She didn't say she was running.
Okay, so right now, if you would turn on MSNBC and they was going over the speech, will one of those panelists be like, that she definitely running? That's a speech of I'm running. Yes or no?
I believe.
So what are we doing then, bro? So why I can't say that about you?
Whoa. You asked me a question. That's the problem. You asked me a question and you don't want the answer. Yes. One of them probably would say, yes, she's running.
Uh-huh.
She's definitely running. I feel as though that don't mean she's running.
Okay, why are you getting mad at me though?
Because
now you waking up. Show it. Now you with me. Now
I ain't with you with shit.
Now you with.
What the point is?
What you get mad for?
What the point is when you ask a question, bro, you don't get the answer that you want. You will badger a motherfucker to death, and you will keep going and going. When you went over the whole thing in the beginning, I ain't say shit. You asked me a question. I ain't even speak a minute, and that ain't what she said. And then do we go on to this?
Never brought up California, yes or no?
I said she never brought up California. All I said
I'm telling you, I'm saying she running for president because I'm listening to the speech, I'm analyzing the speech, I'm breaking down the speech. And what I'm getting from the speech is I'm running for president. And I'm asking you point blank, this all I asked you was, why you keep bringing up California? When you get out of this speech was California. And then you exploded. You threw the mic and you ran out.
You asked me.
I just told you what I asked.
Listen to me. That's what you asked me.
Okay,
you
now
asked
what?
Me what I thought. If you don't want to know what I think, don't ask me what I think, bro. You asked me what I thought. And I said, I think that was her I'm still here speech. I got something to say speech. But
no,
in the meantime, in between,
why do you keep bringing up California?
Wait a minute.
That's what this question was.
About. I'm trying to
answer
say
that.
And now you. What did you say, brother?
I'm telling you what I said.
All I'm saying is the woman has options.
And then I'm asking you why you keep bringing up options in California. Why?
Because she has them.
Where was it in this speech that you got California?
I don't. Look,
that's the conversation. You threw the mic. That's the conversation. All I'm asking you, when you get out of this speech, that she talked about California. That's all I asked you.
I agree with you. She didn't say nothing. She didn't mention California. You want to go on that little ass thing. But we know there is talk surrounding Kamala Harris.
And I said
that she may.
All that talk is not her. We listened to her speech. And you blew off.
I'm sitting here looking at the joint.
You start pulling up articles. I said that's not her.
Sources close to her thinking.
No, people. We're talking about the speech out of her mouth.
If she got people around her,
okay, I'm talking about out of her mouth.
In her joint, she didn't say she was running for president out of her mouth.
Okay, but we break it down the words that's coming out of her mouth. And you got highly upset and you got upset for no fucking reason
about California.
Now we know
California. That's all you. Come on, bro. She might run. Well, I don't say.
Okay, my question to you is where you get that from, and then this is what we at for this.
It's been out there for months. What are you talking about?
And then you brought it out.
She been asked.
And I'm telling
you can go at places.
If we break it down a speech. And I'm asking, where in this speech you get in California? And you start saying, this is from articles. I'm saying, no, we breaking out a speech. You keep bringing up California. Where in this speech you bringing up California?
You what you want
when
to hear.
Do I
you talk off of that bullshit. Wow. Come on, bro. And you've been sitting here rapping. Come on.
That's why I say, man, I don't even know.
What you don't know?
I like the podcast. For example,
you need a solo podcast.
When do I talk?
You need a solo podcast.
Is it now?
No.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, man, because you just want to hear.
So this podcast is 3 years, 500 podcasts.
And
hold on, bro. What? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Doing good, doing good.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Can I talk now? 500 podcasts, and the 3rd year anniversary was a month ago. But before that, 350 podcasts straight, which makes me Third Perspective Podcast. Everybody that know about me, which makes 900 podcasts straight that I never missed, never took a day off for all these years, fucking straight. Period. So when it's podcasting, I'm a podcaster. And when we talk about topics, nigga, I'm going deep in depth into whatever fuck coming out people's mouths. That's what podcasting is. So I'm breaking down what the fuck coming out somebody's mouth just because you don't hear it. That's not my fault. You can't then. Where do I talk? You can't then get mad.
You keep saying no slick shit. I feel the same way about you because you don't hear what the fuck come out of people's mouth.
Hey, we just heard you though, bro. Can I talk?
Go ahead, bro. You talk all fucking.
So to me, podcasting is getting down to the nitty gritty, breaking shit down, discussing shit, pulling shit up, looking at motherfucking articles, pulling up motherfucking definitions of words, whatever the fuck. That's me podcasting. So when motherfuckers have speeches, I'm looking at every fucking word and dissecting every fucking word. Just like when you watch MSNBC and Fox, they dissected every word and giving their fucking opinion on what they think they saying. Period. So if I'm listening to this bitch talk, she never bring up California, but you keep screaming she running for California. I'm gonna ask you one question. Where you get this from out of this speech? Of California, and you blew off the fucking handle. To me, this is podcasting. You should have been like, okay, this is what I'm getting this from. Where?
I told
you didn't.
You didn't want to motherfucking listen.
Where you getting California from?
I sit there and ask you. I said,
what?
I said, do you trust CBS News? No, I don't trust
CBS News. No, tell me where you get California from.
No.
Where you get California from?
I'm looking at an article for Politico right now.
God.
I'm looking. No. You ask me where I get it from.
Her speech. We bringing her speech down. Where you get California from?
That's the problem. You ask me where I get it from, brother. I'm going to give it to you. I'm not giving you shit now. You get it.
Was it in her speech?
You asked the question.
What you about to show me? Was it in her speech?
I'm not going to show you shit.
Was it in her speech?
You don't want to hear it.
We breaking her speech down.
You don't want to hear it.
Where you get that out of her speech?
Bro, you don't want to hear it.
Go ahead.
If you don't want to hear it, I'm not going to sit here and waste my time and waste my breath on something you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear it. So, next subject. You don't want to hear it.
What I don't want to hear, bro?
You don't want to hear anything that don't agree with your point of view, bro.
What makes you keep saying that?
Because you do.
If I'm talking about her speech, and you talking about something that had nothing to do with a fucking speech, who wrong?
Look, I done sit here.
Tell me
for the past half hour.
You tell me.
And I told you. No, I agree with you. She didn't have nothing to say about California.
And I'm asking you, where did you get California from this speech?
Oh my God.
Why you get so mad when I ask you that?
Because of the shit you just did.
What?
That's the shit you just did.
Answer that question.
And you jump in the middle of it.
Answer that question.
Where did you get it from?
Answer that question.
You don't want to hear it, bro.
Answer that question.
Bro, you don't want to hear it.
Go ahead.
I'm not answering no questions.
Because there's no answer to that.
It is an answer to it. Come on, no. I'm not answering shit.
Where in that speech you got California? There's no reason for you to say that. Where?
Like I said, you don't want to hear
instead of breaking it down and discussing it, you go off the handle.
You don't want to hear nothing but your own voice. I'm saying try to explain something to you just now, and you talking, yeah, dude, you interrupted me. You do the same shit. If we gonna have a discussion, have a discussion. But if you want to hear, if you only want to hear one point of view, then have a solo podcast. You don't need me.
Why do you get?
Because no. If you want your voice to be
the only one heard,
wait. If you want to be your voice and your opinion to be the only one that matters, do a solo, bro.
I would do that. I would have done that.
Do it.
That ain't making sense.
Do a solo.
You're not making no sense.
If you want to hear another side of view, a point of view, sometimes you gotta listen to other people, bro.
What they gotta do with me asking you a question?
Because when you get ready to get the answer and you know it's an answer you don't want to hear, you want to go do the shit you've been doing.
What?
I just sit there and try to explain it to you.
Ask you where you get in this speech, California, bruh.
I just about to
Can I get an answer to that?
From.
What?
I'm just about to tell you, but you don't want to listen. So
let me guess, you're not gonna tell me.
What the fuck is the use of me going on in the shit that you're not gonna listen to, bro? That don't make no sense. We done talked about this a couple of times. They're talking about her running for the talk is she might run for governor of California. We done said this weeks ago. We both agree that I believe.
I'm starting to think you just don't comprehend sometimes what I'm saying.
What the fuck do you call me, a dummy? I'm dumb. I can't comprehend. I don't understand.
Now I'm throwing the fucking headphones. Like, right. Bro, I can't do the sensitive shit. I can't do the girl shit.
You don't comprehend sometimes. I'm not calling you a dummy or nothing. You need to comprehend.
Oh my God.
Nah, motherfucker don't comprehend.
I don't even know what to even say. Like, damn, I don't even know. If I say it's like my girl, he gonna take
don't compare me to no bitch.
See, I don't even know what to talk. I don't even know what to say. I don't know how to podcast when I don't know how to bring up stuff. I don't know how to dissect shit. I don't know what to do.
Well, run a solo and you be honest.
I literally don't know what to do. Anybody watch this podcast?
That's what you want to do.
Will understand what I'm saying. If I go into dissecting something, it's a personal thing to him when he throw a mic.
It's personal.
Stop.
When you sit there and the motherfucker try to explain,
he'll never let me explain anything.
You don't want to listen. That's your whole problem.
All I asked you
want to listen
is where you getting California out of her speech, and then see, like now you would not let me finish, and then you pull up articles of somebody else, and all I was saying is this speech. Where you getting that from? That you blew off the hand from there, and this is where we at. That's all I asked you. I don't get it.
What I try to answer.
All I asked you.
What I try to answer
out of the speech.
What I try to answer to you is this. And I agree. She didn't mention California or the state of California.
Can you be wrong ever
though? San Francisco.
Can you be wrong ever?
I didn't say what am I wrong about?
If I'm asking you where in this speech is California at, you should be like, you're right. She ain't bring up California.
That.
Hold on, stop.
I did that.
Hold on. You should be like, you're right. She didn't bring up California. My opinion is she running for California. She running for governor. No, you said. Hold on, let me finish.
No, run this shit back.
You hate, bro.
No. You gonna sit right there and say something that I sit there and told you, bro.
Can I finish?
Come on.
At least
if what you were saying, that's what I said. She didn't say nothing in the speech about running for California.
Okay, can I finish?
On the table.
Okay, right there is I'm asking you why you got that on the table. That's the only question I asked you. And you went into this.
No, bro.
Where in the speech where you got that on the table was the question.
Bro.
And when you went into throwing the mic, jumping up, fucking the cameras up, it's like I don't even know how to dissect shit no more. I'm nervous on what to say.
Nigga, please stop. You cut that bullshit out.
Oh my God, man. I don't even know. I don't know.
Cut that bullshit out.
Okay, so if I'm talking about her speech and I ask you where you getting what your opinion is out of her speech and you blow up, what am I supposed to do about that?
I didn't blow up. I didn't blow up.
Are you fucking serious?
You kept going off on one motherfucking thing and you won't let a motherfucker get an word in.
No, nobody.
And when the motherfucker trying to explain something to you, you don't want to hear it.
No, because you're explaining something that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
What the way you want it to be, bro, it ain't like that. Oh. You got to listen sometimes. You got to open your ears sometime and listen too.
Oh, I want to fucking
exactly
have a podcast.
You say.
Where's a conversation and a debate, and if me and you on the same podcast and you fly off the handle with me, how can we bring other people in this joint? You've got to be sensitive This is the internet, bro. You can't be this sensitive, bro.
Hold on.
You can't be a sensitive motherfucker. Hold on. When do I even talk? Anybody watch this? No. I can't even talk.
No, because you want to try to put that shit off on me. You done cussed out everybody that came on this podcast. Not me, you. You done cussed out everybody from Cat to the MAGA man to the motherfuckers that be in the comments. You done cussed out everybody. You done called them for everything from bitch ass niggas to this, that, hoes, bitches, and all of this shit. That wasn't me. That was you.
What they got?
Motherfuckers don't come on this pod because of you. It ain't me. It's you. It don't need to sit there and start that shit. You always flying off on somebody. What are you talking about? Don't do that.
Can I talk now?
Come on, bro. Don't do that.
The difference of somebody telling some bullshit lie and me checking them on it is different from you throwing a mic and running out of the fucking studio. You'll never see me. If you do that with me, how can you engage with other people you don't even know? That's my point. This is the end. Hold on.
Know how to talk.
When am I going to talk, bro?
Go ahead. I'm doing just the same shit you do. You want to put it on somebody else. Nigga, you the motherfucker that motherfuckers don't want to come back. What are you talking about?
All right, it's a difference between a motherfucker lying, facts wrong, and I'm checking them. Compared to you flying off the handle, throwing a mic, and it's just me and you. So if it's somebody else, a MAGA or a white motherfucker that talk, in fact, everybody, even our friends that comes on the joint, you don't react to them when they don't even motherfucker respond to us no more.
Who? Ain't nobody but you.
Hold on, let me talk, bruh.
Ain't nobody but you.
Which shows your sensitivity. And it's not even I'm not even finished talking. You showing how sensitive you are. Because you're not even letting me finish talking. Every sentence I get out, you gotta react to it.
Yeah, because that's what you do. That's the same.
The fact that I can't even get a sentence out shows what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Because I'm supposed to be your man. I don't know.
You my man.
I'm just saying that.
But you don't
Hold on. When do I talk?
The podcast
Jesus Christ. All right. So if I'm supposed to be your man, and everybody watches podcast thinking we niggas, and everything I say you fly off the handle, of course you're not ready for the internet. Because if anybody was to come on, such as people we know, and every time they come on, you go personal with them or fly off the handle with them. Let me finish, bro. Me.
You accuse me of something?
Me.
That's what we mean. Me and you.
All right.
Who come on here except for one person that I got in their ass?
Who?
And that was only Jarrell. Who else?
What about niggas? What about dude you know, bro? He come on. He's a MAGA man. He haven't responded since you went in his shit about his personal shit.
I ain't gonna do about no personal shit.
Jarrell, a nigga that follows us and been with us and even podcast with us. He always motherfucker put a shit in the joint. He haven't responded to anything because you went personal, bro. Like, you can't be sensitive on this internet.
Well, I'll tell you what. I won't be.
I'm not sensitive. I'm right beside you.
Yes, you are.
Can't nobody say nothing to me that I give a fuck about, bro. You never see me throw my mic.
I can't be this.
Hold on for a minute. Why don't you let me?
Fuck you doing the podcast with me?
You don't even let me finish talking.
No. Get it straight. Why the fuck are you doing the podcast?
Do you even know what I'm saying at this point? Because you cut me off every minute.
Nah. If I'm on this, why we doing the podcast together?
Wow. You showing your sensitivity as we speak.
Because, like I told you,
this is the internet. All right, put the podcast beside for me. This is the internet, bro.
I don't give a fucking.
When can I talk?
Shit.
Go ahead. I want you to go for 20 minutes if you want. Go. Can I talk for 10 minutes straight without you interrupting me, bro? Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro. I'm done.
Jesus.
You got all these motherfuckers. You always try to put shit on some.
Bro, if you on the internet, lie.
I don't give a fuck.
Wow. When do I talk, bro?
Motherfucker live internet shit. You think you motherfucker?
This is your problem. You don't understand. It's so many people.
Bro, this shit just ain't gonna work.
You don't understand. It's so many people watching from all types of platforms. And if you get on here real sensitive for everything that everybody say, and excluding your fucking partner that's on the podcast with you. This is not the area for you, bruh. I'm being serious.
Ben, thank you. I'm glad
you cannot be on the internet.
I'm glad you
You're
said
too
that.
sensitive, bruh.
I'm glad you said that. And you the most sensitive motherfucker I ever seen in my motherfucking
You can't
life.
be.
You done been on here motherfucking bitch ass
See?
hoes this, cussing motherfuckers out. You cuss motherfuckers out there.
Look how you looking right now. You sensitive right now as we speaking.
I'm sensitive. I ain't lying. I'm sensitive.
You yanking your mic out as we speak.
Yeah, because you just told me this ain't the place for me.
The internet
So if this
is
the
not
place-
your thing. If everything is making you blow the fuck
You do
up.
the same shit, bro.
You never see me blow up on the internet about nothing.
Goddamn lie.
What are you talking about,
Sorry,
bro?
bro? You said it. This ain't the place.
You
for
never
me.
see me throw my mic.
This ain't the place for me.
You never see me blow up at you.
So what?
You never see me
Yes, you have.
go your fucking computer. Ever. Out of 500 podcasts.
Well, it's time for something.
Nothing on this joint makes me sensitive. I wouldn't come on here, bro. This is the internet.
Bro, you need to learn how to open your.
If you want to do just straight audio,
If you
I
want
can
to-
understand that.
Nah.
But this is worldwide. We live,
Oh,
bro. You can't be so sensitive to everything that everybody say,
Motherfucker,
even
you gonna
including
do
me.
that motherfucking stupid shit.
Including
Bro,
me.
If you ask me a question, I'm gonna give you the answer. You don't
Like
the
now,
answer,
people
you
watching
gonna
now,
the same
you will not even let me
thing.
talk.
No, you don't. You do
For the
same
last
shit,
10
bro.
minutes,
Fuck that
I
shit.
didn't even let you say what you need to say. I said, can I talk now? I said, go ahead and say what you need to say. And even everything I say, you jump in, you grabbing your book bag, you putting shit in your book bag, you proving my point. You making my point.
Fuck this podcast. This time I'm serious. I quit.
Exactly. The internet is not your thing, bro.
It's my thing. It's not your thing.
It's not me.
It's you.
Again, 400 podcasts before we even started this first one.
Fuck if you did 900.
Listen,
started, bro. That means
400
nigga,
podcasts
don't worry about it.
before
This
I
you.
even started this one.
This you. This
So
you.
obviously I know how to
This
podcast, bro.
This you. This
That's
you,
all.
bro. This you. You need a solo.
You never
Solo.
see me
You need
fly
a
off the
solo,
handle on a
But you
podcast.
want to hear. You only want to hear yourself talk.
You never want to be wrong for nothing.
I ain't never said I was wrong. No, didn't want to be wrong.
So what are you jumping up and running out? What do you throw your mic for?
Because bro,
What?
Like I say, this ain't. You said it. This ain't for me.
Right.
This ain't for me.
You're right.
And I'm gonna take that one to heart.
You're
This
right.
one ain't for
The
me.
internet ain't for you, bro.
It ain't for me, bro.
It really ain't.
It really ain't.
Because anytime you argue with me and I'm the podcast partner,
Nah,
you too
act
sensitive,
Nah, you
too
act like-
sensitive for the internet.
Yeah.
You know what niggas do on the internet, bro?
You need to see what niggas doing again.
I'm halfway not even doing that to you. They will call you all types of shit and tell you, bro, this is the internet.
All types of shit.
You're not ready for the internet.
You're not ready for the internet. Boy, I'm more ready than you think.
Have fun.
You fine. Y'all, this shit over, man.
Have
Like
fun.
I say, you do a solo, you hear yourself talk.
That's what's up.
That's all the fuck you want to do is hear yourself
That's what's up, bro. You're too sensitive, bro. You're too sensitive, bro, for the fucking internet. Period. Too fucking sensitive, bro. Period. You can't have a conversation with this motherfucker about shit. I don't even want to do this shit no more because he too like a girl, bro. Nothing in this conversation warranted him throwing the mic, throwing computers, none of that shit. And he always do that shit. Podcasting on the internet is not his thing, bro. He got to do some audio shit where you can cut shit and, you know, fucking edit shit where he can feel comfortable. Like, live on the internet, you can't say nothing to him. You can't disagree with him without him flying off like a little girl, bro. This shit is dumb. Can't disagree with him. Then it's motherfucking throwing mics. And half the time, he's not even paying attention to what I'm saying. He's not even on the topic. That would make it worse. No problem with this, bro. I could actually do this by myself.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? You know, we're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood, the hood view.